to welcome to Monday Chalk Talk. And yes, it is a holiday, but my brain said, hey, let's just keep it going anyway. We don't need to take it off. This is 20 minutes of your time. And after the 20 minutes, you can go back to sleep. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing before we got started. So for those that might just be tuning in, my name is Mike Waters. I'm the owner of Phase One Sports here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been at this for 17 years now. Actually just crossed over 17 years, working with young athletes, developing young athletes. And just a little backstory. When I started Phase One in 2003, a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, I'm going to say just about everybody that I talked to basically said that this was not a business. It was not anything that was going to, that I would be able to make a living doing, not anything that I would be able to, eventually have a family and things like that. They looked at it more as a hobby. And, looking back, to be 100% honest, I see it now. I didn't see it then, that how they could say that or how they could think that. I see it now. Because look at it. I was 25 years old, fresh out of college, no business experience. My major in college was not business. Played football at UNLV, no money, no capital to start a business, real business partners in the sense of, with resources, money and things like that. So, just really didn't have much, just had the passion and the drive and the determination, which I'm learning really goes a long way, So anybody out there that's starting a business or maybe just started a business that has, people may not believe in it yet, they may not see the vision yet, but I'm here to tell you, man, just keep going, keep working. And if it's something that you're passionate about and something that you believe in, then you can make it work straight up. You can make it work. So see everybody's jumping on. If you are on Instagram, if you're on the IG live, today I have the camera the opposite way, just so that it looks a little bit better. But if you can, we're also on YouTube. We're on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Phase One Sports. And YouTube is actually interactive as well, where I can post your comments up and people can see the questions and things like that coming in. So if you want to jump in on that, we're on YouTube as well. Also on Facebook, on my Facebook page as well. So we're just getting it in. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started on today's topic. So every Monday, this is Monday Chalk Talk. Every Monday, I want to come to you with just about 20 minutes. I want to take 20 minutes of your time just to hopefully motivate you a little bit, hopefully give you some tools, some tools that you can use in your business, tools that you can use on your personal brand, whatever it may be, whatever your goal is, whatever direction that you're in. Hopefully, you guys can utilize some of these tools. So today's topic, and thanks for that, Stephanie. Appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen. So Steph just typed in our the YouTube channel. So that's just another way to find this and also be a little bit more interactive, just like we just did. So, and congrats, Steph, on the wedding and getting married and all that good stuff. I love it. Super, super, super excited for you. So congrats. I'll be sometime 2021. So getting closer. Anyways, back to the subject. Today's title is, how to basically build momentum before you launch. So now I know some of you guys, you probably do have a product coming out. Maybe you have like an online training program coming out. Maybe you have, you're starting a shirt business or, clothing line. I know there are some people that will listen to this that are, that are in the process of launching a product. Then I know there's other people that'll come across this that you do not have a product. Maybe you're just starting your business And so if you are just starting your business, then this can be the same direction. So just look at it like building momentum before you open, or before the grand opening, or before you launch your business. So there's different ways to look at it. I mean, if you don't have a business, don't have a product, it's still other ways to look at it. It could be, it could be, one of the guys out there that wants to approach, this special girl, or someone out there that wants to approach that special guy. Build some momentum before you launch. If it's someone that you're interested in to date, you may not just want to just walk up and just boom and just drop it on them. You want to make sure you build a little bit of momentum, get to know them, spend a little bit of time, do a little bit of research, so whatever direction you're going or whatever direction you're in, this will definitely apply. So today's title is Build Momentum Before You Launch. So I'll start off by saying, this is probably a mistake that I have made countless times. I think sometimes, if you're like me, you're more of a doer. You're more of a person that when you have an idea, you have a concept, you just fly, boom, you just get it done. If you're like me, you probably even get irritated at times with people that have these great ideas and then never really just go. They're always planning, always strategizing, always, perfecting, and then they're never actually doing or making it happen. So that frustrates me. So I'm one of those people that if I have the idea, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to launch it. If I think it's a product and I think it's a program, I think it's something that people are going to want, people are going to be excited about, instead of, this long drawn out game plan, I literally just strike. I go in, and I'll be the first to tell you that as much as I admire the aggressiveness, the get it done mentality, I will say that when it comes to a launch, when it comes to a product launch, when it comes to starting your business, and launching that website, for the first time, and getting results immediately, I will say that is not the best strategy. It is not for that. Now, when it comes to your daily activity, when it comes to, your workout program, and it comes to, hey, I really need to get in shape, but I'm not going to start this week. I'm going to start next Monday, or I'm going to start on the 1st, or I'm going to do this and research this. In that world, totally different. In that world, you need to start, period. Just start. But when it comes to launching a product, launching a business, it is very, very important that you build momentum first. So here's my thought process on why this is important. As entrepreneurs, as business owners, as, even just self-employed people that just want to have your own brand, launch your own brand, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of effort, and I won't even, obviously it takes money. It takes, you're investing, whether you're working or whether you're working a regular job and taking that money and investing it into your business. Whether it's money from your savings, the time, whether you are now having to pull time away from your friends, away from your family to invest into your business, that's a huge sacrifice. And so if we are going to sacrifice that, then it only makes sense that we get the reward at the end of that. And so for me, that's why this is very important. I also feel like this is important because a lot of people lose their drive or lose their excitement when things don't go right. Here's what I mean. So you have a product, you have, whatever, let's just say we're starting a shirt line. We sell shirts, custom fitted shirt. Got it. So we created the product, we're excited. We got the manufacturing done. The shirt is exactly how we want it. It looks exactly how you envisioned it in your head. Once you get that, you get the shirt done, you get the packaging. The packaging looks great. It has the little see-through packaging with the a little sticky where you open it. And I mean, when people receive this package, they are going to be excited. They're going to look at this like, man, this is the best shirt I've ever bought in my life. The material is comfortable. Everything about it is perfect. You got the website. Oh man, the website, when you get there, it's beautiful. It's simple, it's clean, it's effective. It has a little chart where I can pick my sizes and measurements and all this cool stuff. And then you say, I'm going to launch on Memorial Weekend. That Monday, when people wake up, they will have access to my website with my new shirts, and here's my product, right? So you go through that whole process. You're up, you're ready, you got it. You're launching at midnight. So last night, midnight. And at midnight, you're sitting in front of your laptop. You're like watching the countdown, 10, 9, 8, you're almost there. And all of a sudden, midnight strikes, boom. All the effort, the time, 1 year, 2 years, 3 months, however long you put into getting this product perfect, here it is. You're launching. It's midnight. We're rolling. And there's nothing. And there's silence. Or maybe there's one sale, but you look at the name and it's your dad. It's someone in your family that buys that first product. And that's the only product that gets sold. You go to sleep 2, 3 in the morning, because of course you got to wait it out. You got to have a couple hours. You got to wait. You got to see if somebody's going to jump in. Someone's going to buy it. You wait, fall asleep, wake up the next morning, 8 a.m. Nothing, not one more sale. Imagine. And I know for some of us, that has happened before. It has. For me, it has happened. It wasn't my dad that bought it, but it has happened. 1 sale, 0 sales, 2 sales, and you've invested all this time. So what does that do to your energy? What does that do to your mental? That can crash you. That can really take away your momentum. That could take away, a lot of that excitement. I mean, now you're starting to question, was it the shirt? I've spent this money. How do I make this money back? Your family members that you have sacrificed time with. Now they're looking at you going, it didn't work. Maybe it's not for you. So you have all this negative energy now surrounding, and the only thing that you did wrong is you did not build momentum into that product, momentum into that launch. So here's the mission. Whatever that product is, whatever that business is, simultaneously, while you are working on that business, while you are working on it, and definitely, Steph, appreciate that feedback. That's awesome. And you're right. And you're right. I'll post that up. Sucks the air out of you. All the effort and energy. And that's exactly what happens. So here's how it is. Here's why it's important. We are creatives. So creatives are typically good at what? Creating. We're good at the product. If you're online, if you're a coach, a trainer, you're great at designing that program, creating that energy. You know what I mean? Creating that, putting that perfect design together, whether it's a class, whether it's an online program, whether it's a 6-week training program, a weight loss program. We are good at that. That's what we do. We put that stuff together. That's natural for us. But here's where we fail. We know our product is great. The people around us typically know our product is great. Our existing customers even know our product is great. But if we're going to have a successful launch, we need to let everyone else know, the strangers out there, the people that we aren't connected to. How do we let them know that the product is coming and that the product is great and that they need the product? So at the end of the day, the most important thing you can do to assure your level of success is to build momentum into that launch, into that product. Here's a couple things. We're getting there. We're 15 minutes in. You know my rule. I like to keep it about 20 minutes. So now that we walk through that part, hopefully you understand the importance of building momentum before you launch your product, before you launch your business. It's not, 20 years ago, people say what? Build it and they will come. I've seen a lot of people build and then they have to tear that building down and sell everything in there for pennies on the dollar. Because guess what? They built it and everybody did not come. So build momentum. Here's how you want to do it. Number one, if you have a product, if this is a product or a service, if this is this shirt we were talking about earlier, I'm going to have testimonies about this shirt. I'm going to give away some of these shirts so that way people can feel it, see it, touch it. And when I give those away, I'm going to ask for testimonies. I'm going to ask for pictures. I'm going to ask you to post it. If this is a training program, I'm going to talk to my clients that I've had results from, clients that have had, successful weight loss or increase their speed or their training or whatever it is that I have been as a part of that relationship. I'm going to call on them to say, hey, I'm putting out this product. I really need a testimony. Can you do it on video? If you're comfortable on video, I would love that. If not, maybe just write me a paragraph on how this helped you or how I helped you. That's what we're going to do. We're also, if it's a building, if I'm opening a facility, a gym, for example, when we opened our Northwest location, we went through that whole area, that whole neighborhood. We went to the schools that are closest and said, hey, guess what we're doing? We're opening right down the street. We're going to be right here in your community. We set tables and tents and stuff right outside of that location and say, hey, in 2 weeks, guess what's going to be right there? A new location right there. We're building that momentum. If you're online, social media nowadays, we have obviously a lot of access through social. That could be influencers. That could be just friends that have a following. Hey man, do me a favor. Can you post this on your page? You know what I mean? Some people, of course, they're gonna want some money for that. I get it. Whatever works. If you have a budget for that, then factor that in as well. But it could just be friends and family that you use. Let's get this out. Hey man, can you put this on Facebook? Speaking of Facebook, can you join a Facebook group that's connected to that industry? So that way you can do some networking. You could post your product in that Facebook group. So that way you get more exposure. You get more people saying, hey man, check this out. You're getting people sharing it. You have to create that momentum, and it is something that happens consciously. Nowadays the organic reach is not as effective as it once was. Where you just post on Instagram and everything gets out and it's organic and you're getting all these likes is not there anymore. Now you have to be more strategic on it. You have to invest more time, more energy on creating your audience, building your brand, building energy around it, getting that product or that program or that whatever it is, that event that you're having, you have to get it to the right people. And then you have to really, really push and rely on those people to help you spread the word. And as you spread, that is building what? It's building momentum. And when you build momentum, that's how you have a successful launch. Simple as that. So by focusing not just on the product, not just on the program that you're designing, not even just on the result of the program. Because you guys know, like I know, there's some programs out there that are great, but nobody's buying them because no one knows about them. And then there's some other programs out there that are terrible, are terrible, but they mastered this part. They mastered the marketing, building momentum, building energy. And when that product drops, boom, everybody's on it. And that's not the ideal way because everybody's on it, but then everybody realizes, oh man, that was terrible. And then that word spreads and then the momentum stops. But if you have if you have an effective product, I don't care if it's a hard product, a shirt, a hat, clothing, whatever product it is, I don't care what it is. It could be exercise equipment, whatever that product is. If you have a good product and then you build some solid, strong momentum around that product, some good energy around that product. You may have to sacrifice. Like I said earlier, you may have to give away a few of them. You may have to find people that have influence in different areas and say, hey, man, what's your address? I really need to send this to you. Can I send you this program? Can you check it out? Let me know what you think. Oh, you love it? Awesome, man. You think you can post it to your audience? You may even have to create an affiliate type program. You might even say, hey, here's my product, man. I sell it for this much. If you love it and you sell it, anybody that uses your code, I'm going to give you back 40%, 50%, whatever terms you agree to. You may need to entice people to help you build momentum. That's how you launch a product. That's how you launch a business. Same thing with the business. I don't care if I'm going to be a realtor, a real estate agent. I can't just go through school and get my license as a real estate agent and then wake up and think that people are going to be knocking on my door and say, hey, man, hey, been waiting for you. I'm ready to buy that house. No, right when I make that decision to be an agent, I want to start building right then. I want to start building it right at that moment. I want to start, really getting out into the networking. I want to figure out, hey, I know, people around this age are typically people that are in the market looking for houses. You know what I mean? What about now with the economy and everything going on? There's going to be certain people that are saying, hey, this could be a good opportunity to buy because the market, everything's going to be low. So whatever industry you're in, sit down. Don't just focus on the creative part. Don't just focus on the creative energy. Don't just focus on the program, on the product, on the quality. Not just that. That's one part. That's one part. But spend just as much energy building momentum so that way, next time you launch, next time you have that launch and that website goes live at midnight, you have people that are waiting. You have people that are excited. You have people that, are going to take advantage of it. Building momentum could be offering some kind of, percentage off for the first 100 customers. Use different tactics to get the energy high, get them to that location, get them to that website. And if you do that, now you'll have a successful launch. And like I know, if you have a successful launch, that makes you only want to do more. When you're successful in that first product, now you start thinking, man, what's next? What's the next product? What's the next book? What's the next program? And if you do that, you're going to consistently create that momentum that's going to not only build your brand, build your products, but it's also going to make you some money. And ultimately, if you're in business, passion, purpose, those have to be there. But ultimately, we are here to make money. So with that said, if anyone does have any questions, I'm done with that part. So if you have any questions, any comments, like I said, I don't have the camera face me on the IG side. So if you guys got questions on IG, I do apologize. But I will, try to comment and answer those following the live. But I just wanted to focus on that. So with that said, so on a basic level, man, hopefully, this motivated somebody, inspired somebody to go out and continue to work, continue to build. And also just a reminder that, it's okay to make mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes, even still make mistakes and we learn from those. But as long as you stay in the game, you keep working, you keep fighting, you keep learning, you keep tuning in to lives like this one. I also tune into a bunch of different ones from guys that are people that I would consider mentors that have been in this industry or in the sales industry, in the marketing industry, and I still try to soak up as much knowledge as possible, man. And so I love to share it. I love to hand it off and go get new information. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I am going to let you get back to your Memorial Day. So enjoy it. Be safe. Have a great time. Enjoy some time with friends and family, man. Today is a great day to laugh a lot and enjoy the atmosphere and be positive, be thankful for what we do have. Today, don't worry about all the issues. Today, don't worry about what's been going on. Today, focus on enjoying the time, positive energy, and just relaxing and doing what you do. So with that said, I am going to shut it down. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you every Monday for Chalk Talk. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. So we'll be here every single Monday, Wednesday night. This Wednesday, actually, I'll be on Wednesday Night Conversation live with Brandon Marshall, NFL vet, Super Bowl champion with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Marshall, right here from Las Vegas, Nevada. One of my long time athletes that I've been training. He's actually like a brother to me. So we're gonna have a great conversation this Wednesday night. Kwame, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. But this Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Brandon Marshall, Wednesday Night Conversation live. Make sure y'all check it out, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be dope. So there we go. Drew, what's going on? Thank you for all these gems of knowledge. No, I'm in the streaming industry. Got it. But I still find value in your classes. No, that's it, man. And I mean, every industry you should be able to grab some of the information and apply it. So that's awesome, man. Awesome, Drew. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Yep. So, well, like I said, that's it, man. See you guys Wednesday night conversation with Brandon Marshall. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Love y'all. See you on the next one.